Salvete omnes. Nomen mihi est Caniculus. Well, Caniculus. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the DDO code experiment. We're going to do some quests in the Borderlands to try and get up to level 3. I'm not going to get all of them. I will do all of them over time, but I'm going to focus on. I'm going to do the Bugbears. I want to do the Gnolls. The Gnolls are the boots, and then I'm going to do treasure hunt. Okay. So we're going to go out and work our way up. This is much easier to do when you have a horse, which was the original intention. All right. So we're going to do the Gnolls first and hope for a Gaiar's boots, which will give us access to 15 minutes of expeditious retreat per rest. I really don't want to trash all of the stuff that I have. Okay, I mean, I have inventory space now, which is good, but I really, that was an awful lot of stuff thrown in the trash. My, the plat limit doubles every level, so my ability to hold on to, oh, come on, I thought you were dead. My ability to hold on to gold will go up significantly by getting to level 3. Level 3 will also get me much closer to getting to dual wield. And I may even dual wield even if I don't have dex to damage. We'll see. I'm going to need to do the collaborator and get at least one scimitar, if not 2. Sorry, I'm not really explaining where I'm going, but basically you go up to this mountain, you go over to the right, and the Gnoll cave is... Oh, come on. Is this lag, or am I actually stuck? Okay. So, if this happens, you can try /stuck. So this is going to move me out somewhere. Maybe not where I want to be, but somewhere. This is taking its time. Okay, where did it put me? All right. Just back here, I'm going to go around the hill this time to try and avoid that problem. But anyway, the Gnoll caves are on the the eastern side of the mountain, on the back side of the mountain compared to the keep. Do this on normal. All right, so we'll do a walkthrough here. Because why not? So basically, this Gnoll is unhappy with the current situation in the Gnoll Caves and is using me to try and disrupt things. So they gave me a charm. That charm makes people think I belong to this cult. Alright, so what I'm doing here, this little diary, this is a optional quest item. It's optional if you don't have strong, what are they called? Charisma skills, influencing skills, diplomacy, intimidate, things like that. I don't have any of those, so I need these. So there's 3 of these around. This is the first one. At some point, I'll probably do a character that's following through the story, but not this one. Just talk to that person, come in here, grab that. Okay, we're going to go to Boomfoot. We're going to come back to Boomfoot later. But basically what we need to do is these Outlander Gnolls are different from the Cultist Gnolls, and we're trying to split them. And we're trying to get the Outlander Gnolls to rebel and leave the Cultist Gnolls. So this guy is trying to get me to, or girl, I'm not really sure, is trying to get me to get proof that these Outlanders are actually being sacrificed. These are the 3 that I have to convince. And you can do that with a social skill. Social skill is what I was looking for. You can do that with a social skill, but I don't have any social skills. So what you're finding in these is you're working on evidence, information that will help you influence them without needing a skill check. I don't ever play characters with social skills. Oh, well, not never, but I don't often do that. And so my run of this is go around, get the diaries. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and talk to the chief. This is where we get the proof they're actually sacrificing Outlanders instead of sending them off to the farm.
You spot a gemstone ring among
and so now we have that ring. Back here is the 3rd diary. And a rest shrine you'll almost certainly never need. Actually, no, that's not the diary. That's the... We found a diary that said she's lost her rat bone, so now we found her rat bone, which apparently is a whole giant rat rib cage. All right, now we're going to go back up here and go to Boomfoot. Boomfoot's going to give us some dirt on one of these people.
Boomfoot reveals that
all right, and that's it. So now we go back and talk to these 3 influential Gnolls and set up the only real fight. Now you can, there's some fire beetles or something back there that you can fight if you want to. But I figured out how to do this quest relatively quickly because I run this a lot for the sake of getting Geyer's boots. So that's all them done.
You've convinced enough Gnoll Outlanders to turn against Chief Bloodgleam and her cultists. You've convinced members of the tribe to turn against the cult of evil chaos.
And now
found proof that Chief Bloodgleam has
there will
been
be
lying about sending the Outlanders
this
to
initial
work with the
fight
cultists.
and then 2
This
waves.
should be more than enough to create an uprising in the Gnolls' ranks. Chief Bloodgleam
It should be
bows at
relatively
the crowd.
easy on
You
normal.
would trust this outsider over your own chief? Have you forgotten everything the cult has done for you idiots?
The Outlanders seem to reconsider. But you have something that will convince them. You hold up Grave Maw's bloody ring and reveal that you found it in the chief's shrine.
Chief said Grave Maw joined the
Alright, so now we can attack.
But Grave Maw never took off that ring. He's dead, and we'll be next.
Alright. Now the next two waves will come in through here.
Rushes into the chamber.
And one more
You
wave.
think you've won against the onslaught of Gnoll cultists, but then another. You look around at the blood-stained
There we
earth.
go. We
Not
talked
a
to
single cultist
these two.
remains
Apparently
standing.
these are two star-crossed lovers and they want to go get married
Believe that they can
and take
finally
over the
leave
tribe, so
Borderlands
they've
behind.
accomplished that. There is a locked chest behind a secret door here,
They took the bait.
Eula
but
stands
I can't
beside
get to it,
Oro
so
and laughs
I'm going
with
to leave
her.
it.
There
Come on,
must
Guy
be
Ars.
more to
Darn it,
these
I got
two
dust
than it
palm.
initially seemed.
Is this of
Chief
any
Bugbear
use to me
leading the
whatsoever?
cultists out of the way,
Dodge
Eula and
1%.
Oro can
Sure,
finally
why not?
escape into the wilds together. As they turn to leave,
Now this
Eula tells
bow
you to hold on to the charm of evil chaos she gave you.
is a short bow. Never mind. I'm not going to use it. We'll put these on in lieu of anything else. And we will run this quest again soon to try and get those boots. Okay. So from here, we're going to go back out and around. And we're going to go to the other side of these caves.
These must be the caves of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
I'm a little off kilter going this way because I don't normally go in this order. I was just excited for a chance to get those boots. Normally, I come up the west side of the mountain. I normally come up the west side of the mountain, which comes up right around here. Yeah, this is the path. All right, so you follow this. You're following this path, and you follow up here, and you get over the top of the hill up here. So I normally start these quests. I'll just take all of them. Start these quests and come down here and to go in roughly clockwise. It's hard to go straight clockwise. There's a quest down there that doesn't really fit into the rotation, but roughly clockwise. So we're going to do this quest here and then that quest up there and hope that gets us close to level 3.
The door behind you.
All right,
seals
so
shut
this
as you enter.
is kind of like a labyrinth, and there's a Minotaur.
Forward. That's fine with you, as this cave is.
It's
said to
really
contain
not that hard to
much
get through.
treasure. A burly Minotaur stands behind a magical barrier, guarding a pile of.
So I'm going counterclockwise here.
Always more.
You could do clockwise, but this is just the way I've decided to go. I try to take out these bats before they become a bigger problem later. Bats are awful. They path like right through you. It's crazy. Should be some more bats over here. All right. Sorry, I had to put something in a chat window. Not in the game. So let's get rid of these rats. I find these maze rats are a little bit more powerful than the rats that you see in Korthos, but not overly so.
This crest matches one of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier. There must be more somewhere in the cave.
Alright, so that's one crest. Here is another crest. That barrier is tied to that skeleton there. There we go. That's 2 crests. Alright, so down through there is like a big red name spider and some breakables. That road is completely optional. Alright, this fire trap can be disabled. The box is right there, but this is really easy.
This should be enough crests to fill all of the sockets.
This is really easy to path through. You can even get through if you time it. All right, there we go. So this should be relatively straightforward. And again, I'm level 2. This is a level 1 effective quest, so I am a little overpowered for this.
The infuriated Minotaur gives a roar of rage and attacks.
This quest is more than doable at level 1 on Elite.
Minotaur's bellow is cut short as it
So
collapses.
level 2
Now the
on
treasure
normal,
the creature had been guarding
piece
is
cake.
yours for the taking.
All right, Rider Chapeau, Charisma +1. I mean, whatever. Another silver ingot. Okay. I don't think this next quest is going to get me to level 2, but we will see. So the next quest we're going to do, and we will pause the video after this. Not pause, but stop the video. Okay.
As you walk deeper into the cave,
So this is pretty straightforward. It can be a little confusing in what you're trying to do, but in the basics, we're trying to open that door right there.
key in the corner of the room.
Now, how we get to that is a little convoluted. We need this key, not to open that door. If you haven't noticed, anytime you see
This
something
door
like
seems to
that,
be sealed by
that means there's a
powerful magic.
lever or a switch or something tied to that that's going to make that light up. So we want both of those to light up so that door will open. If you see one of those attached to a door, don't even bother trying to pick the lock or look for a key.
Stout iron lock on this door
You need
looks as though it would be impossible to
a
pick.
lever.
The iron lock creaks as it
Most of the time,
opens. You hear hurried footsteps
if you see a lever, pull it.
The smell of meat
Occasionally,
wafts
that will make
tantalizing
things go
around the
horribly,
corridor.
horribly wrong. But most of the time, 90% of the time, you see a lever, you pull the lever. The 10% of the time, it may ruin your day. But
As the first lever is pulled, the crystal above
most of
it
the time, pull the
flares
lever.
into life.
if you watch my videos for long enough, and if I
The image
do
of a
this
small
completely
silver
enough,
key is embossed
you will
on
learn
the
when not to pull the
surprisingly
lever
well-crafted lock.
by me
As the
pulling the
silver
lever when
lock
I'm not
clicks
supposed to.
open, You hear the muffled voices of bugbears ahead.
All right, so down there is some prisoners or slaves that we could free. I'm not gonna. The second lever is to the right. Kill these two spellcasters. You can rest here if you need to. See how that's blue? So that's
As the
going to be tied to the
second lever is
blue
pulled,
gem on
You
the
can
door.
hear the rumble of the sealed door sliding open.
The hardest part here is remembering that it's just 2 quick left turns. Okay, and we'll take a right here. And this is the boss.
As you open the door, A massive bugbear growls and attacks. As the chieftain dies, you notice a small ornate
another
key
key.
on the table in the far corner of the room.
Now, there's 2 chests in here. One of them you need a rogue or artificer to open.
The door to
Yeah,
the
nowhere
treasury
close to
opens
getting to level
with a
3.
satisfying click.
But another silver ingot. All right. So I'm going to recall back to the keep from here and end this video. And then we'll take up another couple of quests. We'll probably do the Gnolls again on hard with the goal of getting those boots. And then we may take another quest or 2 while we're at it. So, gratias vobis ago. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a helpful comment if you would like to. And I will see you next time for some more quests on the Borderlands. Si valetis, ego valeo, valete.